Hello, I'm going to teach you how to tune your violin today. Now, if you're a high school student, go for it, and you've never tuned before, I'll show you how to do it. If you are a primary school student though, I would suggest you go and get your mum and dad to do it for you. Okay, so primarily today we are going to be using the adjusters at the bottom here. Now they make small adjustments to your strings and you turn them clockwise or to the right to make your string go higher, to sharpen it, to make it sound higher, and you turn it the other way to the left or anti-clockwise to lower the note. Okay, so first of all let's try the E string. This is the thinnest one over here. Have a listen to mine and see if yours matches. So if it's too high, you need to turn your E string adjuster anti-clockwise to the left, and if it's too low, you need to turn it clockwise to the right to sharpen it. Have a listen to that again. Okay, let's move on to the next string. The next string is the A string. Have a listen. So if you think your string is too low, turn your adjuster to the right. Give it 2 or 3 good turns. See if that's enough. And if it's too high, give it 2 or 3 good turns to the left to flatten it. Hopefully your strings so far are just right. Now if you think they're good enough, go for it, leave them as they are, don't touch a thing. Here's what the D string should sound like. And again. And one more time. And finally your G string. And once more. You can play all these notes on the keyboard or on your electric tuner, and you can do it that way of course as well. Hopefully now you are good to go, your violin's in tune and you can have a really good practice. Now if something's gone wrong, for example, if one of your strings is so loose and so floppy it hardly makes any pitch at all, or maybe your string's only a little bit flat, but your adjuster, you can't turn it anymore. I've got a violin down here to show you what I mean. So if you look at that adjuster there, that's the E string one. That is, I can't turn that anymore, and if I show you this string, that's the E string, compare it to how it should be. It's too low, but I can't move that anymore. So we are going to have to move the pegs, okay? Now before you touch the pegs, it's worth taking that adjuster and getting it into a usable position again. Okay, so I'm going to turn that right out. You don't want to loosen it too much so that it comes off. You can feel it as it starts to go loose. Have a look there. That's just about right, maybe a tiny bit more. So now my adjuster has got plenty of movement on it. Okay, now if I pluck that E string again, that's really low. How it should be. So I'm going to move the peg. Now if you have a look, find the right peg for the right string. Okay, you need to be sat down, have it on your knees, and you need 2 hands. Now warning, violin pegs aren't like guitar pegs. If I were to take that and give it a whole half turn around, it will probably snap the string. So the amount that you need to turn it is really, really small. So while plucking it with my thumb so I can hear So if I go too sharp, the string will snap. I'm going to turn it. You can see how much I have to turn the peg. It's hardly anything. Let's just have a reminder of what it's supposed to sound like. Okay, now that's nearly there. Did you see? It's very small amount I turned the peg. Not quite, so I'm going to finish it off because I've got my adjuster in a better position with the adjuster. There we go, and that is done. Now you might have noticed when I was turning the peg, I was pushing it in really hard. Violin pegs often will just slip and unwind themselves completely. If you're trying to turn it, they often will just do that if you're not pushing it in while you turn it. So I'm going to show you again. You can see how hard I have to press it in while plucking, but not turning it very much. And finish it off with your adjuster if you need to. If you need to do any other strings on the pegs, you just swap hands. Okay, so you can push it in and turn at the same time. Don't forget, the amount you need to turn it is very, very small, and always do it while you can hear the pitch changing. So let's check those notes to finish with. Here's your E, your A, your D and your G. Good luck and have a good practice.